Okay, I want to explain a little bit about how to use a plant key to you. What you're seeing on the screen is a simple plant key that I created just for most of the Unit 2 species. So there are no other species in this key other than Unit 2 species, and there's a few that aren't on here from Unit 2, just to give you an introduction to what a plant key is and how they work. So technically, these are called dichotomous keys. That means that you start off with two choices, two different categories of descriptions about the plant. For example, and you always work from left to right, meaning the two choices you have will be indented the same amount. So let's just start off as an example. You get a plant leaf, you're standing in front of a tree, and you look at the leaf, and the first question is here. Is it number 1? This is the farthest left indented. It's the first, what we call couplet, meaning you can go either way. Are the leaves simple? Or we'd have to scroll down here. Are they all the way down to the number 2 that's indented the same amount right here? Or are they compound? So are the leaves simple or compound, the one you're looking at? Those are the two ways you go. If they were compound, you would proceed from here down. If they're simple, and we're just going to pretend our tree we're standing in front of has simple leaves, we'll proceed underneath that category, simple leaves. So we look at the leaves and we look at how they're arranged on the stem. Here's the next couplet. Is it A, leaves opposite, or is it B, leaves alternate arrangement on the stem? Those are, again, the next couplet. You go one way or the other. Leaves, let's say that you're looking at this. These leaves, they're simple and they're oppositely arranged in pairs of 2 along the stem. So then you go right below that. So this would be all the species where the leaves are simple and alternate arrangement. And here are all the species, the leaves are simple and oppositely arranged. So we're inside this kind of paragraph now. The next question right below that, indented just a little more, is I, leaves linear to oblong. And because this is a very small key, there isn't another choice here. Often you would have I and then maybe II here that says leaves not linear. But here, all the leaves are linear to oblong in this category on this key. So we just jump down to the next couplet. 1 or 2? Does it have flowers with petals? Or 2, flowers with no petals? Doesn't look like they have petals. And in the plant you're looking at, the flowers, there are flowers with petals. You look closely at that. So now you need to go down to this set. If they had no petals, you'd be looking here at A or B, but our example has petals, so we look at A or B up here. Are the petals white? White flowers? Or are they white with red centers and red stamens? You're looking closely at yours, and there are really bright red stamens in the center. The petals are a little pinkish with red centers, so you know it's B here, and now we're down to the species. It's Feijoa celoiana or Aca celoiana, otherwise known as pineapple guava. That's a little example of how you use a key. They are confusing at first. Sometimes you don't know the jargon, like oblong, ovate, what does that mean? There's lots of little technical nerdy, geeky botany words in there, but they're kind of fun to get to know too, and this can be another way to study and identify plants. So good luck, and ask me questions if you have any.